Here's a little preview of the content you'll get with our free online training. In this video, we'll show you how to create a functional interface with a Wakanda in less than 5 minutes. You'll see how simple it is to develop with the Wakanda platform, letting you quickly address your customers' demands. The application that we'll build allows you to explore categories of products and manage their stock. Let's get started. First, you'll create a Wakanda solution that you'll call Inventory. Start by creating the data model. The first data class, Category, contains the attributes Title and Icon. The second data class, Products, has the attributes Name, Photo, and Stock. We're now going to link the two data classes with a one-to-many relation. Now let's create some data. First, we'll delete the contents of our data classes. Then, loop to create 20 categories with random titles and icons and save it to the data store. Then, for each category, create a random number of products with random name, photo, and stock attributes that you link to the category you just saved, and you execute the script. Now that we have our data, we'll display it in a web page. Create a grid to which you attach the category data source. You do the same with the products attribute of the category data class, which you attach to a second grid. Now stretch the grids to match the constraints of the height of the browser window, and change the titles of the grid columns. Then launch the page in the browser, and you can see that the grids work together. The products that are displayed correspond to the selected category. Now let's enhance this interface by creating another page. This time, use a matrix and, from our category data source, create the title and icon widgets. Position it all in the matrix and make a few design adjustments so it looks a bit nicer. Create a matrix for products in the same way, stretching the grids and adjusting the size of the matrix. Create the name and photo widgets that will be replicated in the product matrix. And now a little bit of design, adjusting the title size and color. Define the highlight color of the selected item and see what that gives us. It's already much better as far as interfaces go. Now let's go a bit further by displaying the stock level of the selected product. As you can see, with the GUI designer, it's really easy to place and design interface elements. All customizations made in the GUI designer generate CSS3 compatible with all modern browsers. Later you'll see how to decrease the stock level when someone clicks on the Buy button. After a little vertical alignment, let's see what we have. It's ready, and now you're ready to code the Buy functionality. In the data model, create the Buy method in the product data class in which you decrease the stock by 1 unit and make this method public on the client side. Now, on the Buy button, create an onClick event in which you call the Buy method we just created and refresh the data. If you reload the web page, the Buy button is functional and can now decrease the stock of the selected product. Now you're going to create a calculated attribute that will return the number of items contained in a category. Retrieve the products from this category, represented by this, and loop it on the products to get the sum of the stock level you're returning. In the GUI designer, create a text widget to display the number of items and give it a dash of color. It works pretty well. When you change a category, the number of available items is updated. Now let's talk a little bit about the data. Keep in mind that it's directly accessible natively by a URL via the REST API. But let's take a look at how to quickly create a custom web service to make a list of categories and their number of items available. Create a request handler on the category URL, which calls the category function. A few lines of code will do to return the list of categories and send them as a JSON object. All that's left to do is to test our new URL. We have all our categories, as well as the number of items that have been consolidated in the calculated attribute previously created. That's all we can show you in 5 minutes. Thanks for watching this very short preview of web development with Wakanda. A lot more is waiting for you in our free video trainings. See you there!